The Court of Public Opinion is a part of the Amateur Radio Network. You can also support us at Brighteon, our new home, and also at YouTube. Click like and subscribe. Help us and support us at Patreon as well. Thank you for joining me in the second half. I love this Unborn Lives Matter. That's the candidate, Danny DeVito, that we're supporting. He is hitting on all cylinders. And of course, President Trump. Do you approve of President Trump's job approval rating? Well, I'm going to say I was concerned about some things, and I think he is doing more than what the other previous predecessor, was. All right, let's talk about the drug, that hydrochloroquine. It's an anti-malaria drug. Now, the question I have, I got a little contraindications about it. It's immunosuppressive drug, and it's an anti-parasite, which I think this is really important to know, that we get some information. Now, I wanted to know about drug prevention. I'm not sure if that's something people have mentioned on TV, because we were listening to several interviews about what drug prevention would they use in order to prevent the spread or prevent it from, would you take it as a drug prevention method to prevent from getting COVID? So I think there's a lot of information right now that, we're still learning a little bit about it. I'm going to go with the hydrochloroquine because of anti-malaria and the parasites. I was just talking to some neighbors. Oh, and by the way, this is the second half of the Court of Public Opinion. We wanted to make sure that when we talk about job approval rating, there's a valid reason for it. And then looking at the answers and solutions that we have that are going on. Now, I was just reading a post about Governor Wolf. He has a PEMA, like a FEMA type group. The problem is that you have a lot of dead patients, and Levine was involved in something where she had pulled her own mother out of a nursing home. And you have Governor Cuomo saying things about the COVID deaths, like something had to have happened, which it'll involve probably an investigation of some sort, because, you couldn't make leadership decisions like this and be that, and cause fatalities. And what happened was, we were listening to Governor Cuomo say, well, they can't help the fact that people died. I'm like, along the same lines of another report from earlier, I was listening to the Hagman report, and we're just doing a summary of everything that happened over the last couple hours. And I haven't even gotten a chance to watch Fox News either. Well, basically, this young girl got assaulted. She ended up getting thrown on the ground by 5 police officers in New York. So there's still a lot of tension, a lot of stressed out people, upset. Upset is an easy one. What I'm telling you is, though, and this is why I want you buy the book, because confidence will be restored. Your Constitution allows you these freedoms. Whoever infringes on your freedoms, they get knocking on your door and things like that. These are constitutional freedoms now. And the book, Saving the Constitution by Dr. Richard Proctor, you order it at the Hagman store. You go to HagmanReport.com, and because we kind of always do a few spin-offs, and we record some of the shows, and I hope you don't mind, because I enjoyed Dr. David Jeremiah, and we're going to kind of keep it to a low minimum, but we record these short spots because it's a lot easier to load up, believe me. Okay, so we already covered in summary about the hydrochloroquine. That is it a drug prevention type of things with the contraindications. That it's an anti-malaria drug and prevents anti-parasite. So I think that President Trump made the right call there. Job approval rating. To me, I think his job approval rating is probably above 50%. We've pretty much covered most of the topics that we wanted to cover for the rest of the day, but we wanted to get a little bit more insight on hydrochloroquine and the job approval ratings. I'm going to follow up with Fox News and see what goes on from there, but there's just a lot of things that people need to know about these drugs, and if it would prevent the COVID. Like the mask and all those things, those are voluntary, So there's a lot going on today. So it's time to get educated. Thank you guys for listening to our post here at the Court of Public Opinion. The Court of Public Opinion is a part of the Amateur Radio Network.